Okay, we got um 18 minutes 49 seconds on this one. I just woke up for the third time, I guess. It's 9 a.m. something and 9:21. Um I woke up the first time at I think it was 7, and I sent some solicitations for for recommended jobs by job agencies. To be honest, I know all of them at this point, but the second time it was for an idea, the epiphany of an idea that I woke up to write down, and then I went to sleep again. Was it around 8? I think, yeah. And I think I went to bed like around 2 or 3. And I was so tired. I wanted to do this like around like 1 a.m. But I was like, nah. I'm just so exhausted, and I I wanted to. Hopefully, my shoulder's not gonna play funny today. But I want to make this video and do a couple of observations about what's been going on recently. It's quite interesting that whatever I'm doing, I'm kind of either funneling it to, at least that's the rationalization of my brain, I guess. I'm funneling into like improving my writing and or just what you call um, uh, documenting my process in life, how I process things and stuff like that. And the funny thing is, I realized I'm literally um, contenting the consumption itself. And although I cannot stop much of my consumptions, like to be honest, my consumptions are all like um, serving the same purpose of adding depth to my writing and stuff. Like for instance, I watch a lot of like series and basically every kind of story format I can get my hands on, and that kind of trains the mind to keep looking outside of the box. And I most of the time get inspired by random things to write. And the funny thing is that even the gaming thing is I realized most of my games are either like story based games, or they're just intense dopamine injection that you literally play one or two like games, and at the same time listening to podcasts, listening to or musics of other languages and languages I know, to deepen the, let's say, what you call passive learning. And because it's paired with dopamine, it kind of it gets the cycle going. You get the dopamine of playing the game, and you are passively learning new words, new things about stuff. So, and the funny thing about all of it is that on top of all of this, I'm contenting the consumption as well. I have gaming channels for this that is kind of gaining quite the community and expressing my um, other side of personality, the playful, the kind of unfiltered. Like I say literally fuck every single second of the gaming to let's be sort of expression of self as well. Because I'm quite aware maybe the chemicals in my mind, as well as the whole viewpoint on life and stuff like that could be affected because of my almost now 10 years isolation, even amongst other people. There is this feeling of loneliness and what they call every single hit of depression and stuff like that that I'm aware of. So um, I cannot kind of control the what you call the brain chemicals with neurons and the neuroelasticity they call it or something, but I can at least reframe it and um, do my own therapy for myself because yesterday I had my last session with my 13th therapist that ended up kind of like whatever, and I'm looking for a new one, of course. But yeah, the whole thing is that not only my writing is kind of doing the therapeutic things for me, but also this um, kind of expression of self in different ways is allowing me to at least not worsen the situation or something. I'm quite aware of how the situation is going, and I'm kind of curious about okay, is this actually how you see the world, or is it like being clouded by the the chemicals being fucked up or something, or it's just yeah, nothing wrong with the chemicals, nothing wrong with the brain. Maybe this is just how I experience things. But yeah, I just even noticed like yesterday, I um, I was trying to watch this series, this anime on 1 point. I tried it on 2x speed, but because it was like Japanese, that my what you call mind is not used to speed of that kind of velocity. I kind of noticed that okay, I need to lower it to 1.5. And funny enough, in 1.5, I was hearing it quite clearly, and I see things as if okay, one word is a tangible, let's say, discovery, and as soon as you learn that one word, you either know it the next time, or you have kind of a mental bias towards it, or even more interestingly, you're gonna repeat it to the extent that it's gonna be second nature to you. That's how my writing has evolved through the years because you cannot make things second nature to you like 50 things, 50 layers deep at a time, but you can do it one by one. And this is very interesting because I noticed that I'm writing on a quite the level that not only every kind of piece could be hyper kind of analyzed or something, but all of it comes naturally to me. I remember I wrote this piece quite a while ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, or even a month ago. And after writing it, I was very underwhelmed with it. And I shared it with a couple of writers I knew, and each of them gave me an opinion of the piece itself that, hey, this is very nice metaphorical consistency. This is very interesting kind of thematics going on. And the more I read my own thing, the more I started to discover. And the funny, okay, I'm gonna start saying the funny thing. The most kind of fascinating part of the whole story was that I didn't have to do any of it consciously. Every word, everything that I was questioning, okay, why is this word? Why do I um, put emphasis on using this word, this structure, this way of saying things, and this way of like approaching the story? It was quite odd for me. It didn't kind of fit in my mind. But then I got the feedback from them and read it a couple of times myself, and I realized every single word that I was kind of sus about was actually um, serving a not higher, a bigger picture of consistency with metaphors, with thematic, with world building, with whatever. And I realized because my subconscious is kind of trained to do it thousands of times in this like 17 years of me writing, I I noticed that some of the the raw and rookie mistakes I was even trying to consciously make, my subconscious was removing out of the equation itself because it had done it so many times. It had understood the patterns that are necessary for a comprehensive, let's say, storytelling or whatever. That most of the time, um, some of it just comes naturally, and I noticed that with even with the Japanese kind of let's say excursion, I kind of did the same thing, that I was finding ways to make sense of the words I didn't even know. That I mentioned in one of the videos that is literally the third layer of learning a language. Not only that, I tried to even document the whole thing. I captured some of the dialogues that would stand stand out for me, the story plots and stuff like that, and I literally like posted it on my IG as just reels, uh, short reels and stuff like that. So basically, everything I'm doing these days is literally it's it's either the documentation of my whole thing, the progress in life and stuff like that, and on top of that is literally contenting the consumption as well. Like everyone watches movies, everyone watches like series, everyone reads books. I even have this interesting hobby of talking back to books and either simplifying things that I read, or having kind of recontextualizing um, of the book. I have even some notes of books with either some music that um, amplifies the kind of message of the books, or kind of is an ironic take on the content of the books I read and stuff like that. So everything is being turned into content. It's either the IG, it's the YouTube stuff I'm doing, or yeah, it's just all of it is serving a purpose, at least in my mind. And this is very interesting that I noticed that um, that this video came to mind. That yeah, there is nothing wrong with consumption. There is the thing wrong with consumption is lack of inspiration that leads to just the consumption rather than actual creation and inspiration to produce. So what you can do, this is just a friendly advice or just a thought, that you can literally look around what you are consuming and make a content out of it. the kind of bloggers are doing it, the streamers are doing it. Everyone is actually kind of funneling their passion into content creation. So this is kind of this is kind of an interesting and even cheap way of both energy wise, because you like and you consume and you're passionate about the thing anyways, and cheap in there is not much equipment necessary for creating content out of your consumption. But yeah, that's the video, and bye.